Hey EMbers, welcome back to the channel. So tomorrow, the 4th of January 2024, it has been a year since I created this channel, so happy 1 year anniversary to me for this channel. I did a video on the first 6 months of my channel, which I will link down below, and that was kind of a stats video showing everything that I've got since then. I'm going to do the same here. So if you would like to check out the first 6 months video first and then come back to this one, that would be quite nice. If not, no worries. So I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you who has stuck the year out with me. So let's talk stats quickly. At time of recording, I have 120 subscribers. When I did the 6-month video, I had 58. So thank you very much. 120 subscribers in a year. I'm pretty happy with that. Then let's talk about the top content on my channel. So my most viewed video at time of recording is my PlayStation 2 collection, which is currently sitting at 936 views. Again, when I did the video for my 6-month recap, that was also the most viewed video, so that hasn't changed. The other 2 videos, however, have changed. So the next most popular video on my channel currently is the video game hunting in charity shops video, which is sitting at 425 views. And the third video is the differences between the PlayStation 2 and Xbox versions of Pirates: The Legend of Black Cat at 419 views. And I'm really happy with that because more people need to know about Pirates: The Legend of Black Cat. It's one of my favourite games. We did the 6-month recap on the 4th of July 2023. Since then, I have added 72 physical games to my collection, 11 digital games, making 83 total games, and that means that I have amassed 138 games since starting this channel. When you say it like that, it's scary. So, as we did with the 6-month recap, so this will make more sense if you've watched that video, let's go through all of the games that I've added since we did the 6-month recap on the 4th of July 2023. So just to reiterate, from January to July, I won't be showing any games I purchased then, as I did that in the 6-month recap. This is basically July to now. So before I show the games, I want to talk about some that I cannot show you because I didn't buy them. So on the 6-month recap, I had added 3 PS3 games. I haven't added any PS3 games in the last 6 months. Similarly, I haven't added any Wii U games, I haven't added any Dreamcast games, and I haven't added any GameCube games, so you won't see those at all. So we have a joint last at 2 games apiece that I've added. So we'll start with the Xbox at 2 games. I got A Series of Unfortunate Events. And here she is, I just spoke about her, Pirates: The Legend of Black Cat. Never played it on the Xbox, I've only ever played it on the PlayStation 2. So for the Xbox, in my first 6 months I added 1 Xbox game, and in this 6 months I've added 2, so 3 Xbox games bought this year, or rather last year now. Again is one that's joint last, which you wouldn't have seen in my first 6 months. It's PlayStation 5, so we have Elden Ring and Gotham Knights. At time of recording, these are my only 2 PS5 games in my entire collection. Moving up, we have 4 different types of video games that came in at 3 each. So we'll start with the PlayStation 1. We have Crash Bash, the Platinum version. Ark the Lad, the Japanese edition. I think this is the only way you can get it physically in the UK. There is an Ark the Lad collection, but again, I don't think it plays on PAL systems. And Ark the Lad 2. If you'll remember, back in August of last year, I went to York, and those 2 came from York. So 3 PlayStation 1 games added in the last 6 months. I only added 1 in my first 6 months, so that makes a total of 4 PlayStation 1 games bought this year. I'm actually surprised with that, I thought that would be higher. And yes, I do keep saying this year instead of last year. It's only January, okay? We're moving on to the Xbox One now. Now, some of these are out of order, but we have 3, again, like I said, for the Xbox One. So Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Assassin's Creed Unity, and Assassin's Creed Origin. So the 3 Xbox One games I bought are all Assassin's Creed, which you will know that I am attempting to start the Assassin's Creed franchise this year. I purchased 2 Xbox One games in my first 6 months, so that's a total of 5 Xbox One games purchased last year. Once again, with 3 games is the Nintendo DS. So we have Mystery Case Files Ravenhurst, Mystery Case Files Prime Suspects, and finally Mystery Case Files Millionaire. They're all Mystery Case Files for the Nintendo DS because, as you guys know, or you may not, I did a series on this channel last year where I aimed to get every physical release of a Mystery Case Files game, and I did it. So in my first 6 months on this channel, I didn't actually buy any Nintendo DS games. So that's a total of 3 Nintendo DS games bought last year. I keep saying this year, last year. Finally, at 3 games apiece is the 3DS. So again, Mystery Case Files, we have Ravenhurst, Return to Ravenhurst, and Diagrove. I bought 4 3DS games in my first 6 months, so a total of 7 3DS games bought last year. Now we're going up to 4 games, and there's one system for that, and that's the Nintendo Switch. So the 4 games I purchased in the last 6 months is Pokemon Sword, Pokemon Scarlet, again these aren't in order, Pokemon, how do you say this now? Arceus, let me know. I never know how you pronounce this. And finally Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, so all Pokemon games for the Switch. In the first 6 months of the channel, I bought only 1 Switch game, so that's a grand total of 5 Switch games bought last year, physically. And then I have 8 games to show you for the Wii. So we have Mystery Case Files, The Malgrave Incident, My Sims, Kate West, The Vanishing Files, Link's Crossbow Training, Don't Ask, Resident Evil 4, Big Brain Academy, NCIS, and finally Trivial Pursuit. In my first 6 months on this channel, I bought 7 Wii games, making a grand total of 15 Wii games bought last year. Moving on to the Xbox 360 now, I added 11 games during this 6 months. So we have Full Auto, Assassin's Creed Rogue, Black Flag, Assassin's Creed 3, like I say, you'll see a fair few of these, the Assassin's Creed compilation, which includes Brotherhood and Revelations, Assassin's Creed 2, the Game of the Year edition on Classics, Assassin's Creed, like I said, these are not in order. They are in order, but they're backwards. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Game of the Year edition, including Knights of the Nine and Shivering Isles. Of course, I did own this before. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, which I actually think my husband is playing as I'm filming this. Fun fact there. Tomb Raider Underworld, again on a Classics disc, and Tomb Raider Legend. So I added 8 360 games in my first 6 months, making a grand total of 19 Xbox 360 games bought last year. So in second place, with 13 games bought, is my personal favourite console, the PlayStation 2. So we have Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup, the Platinum version, Prince of Persia The Two Thrones, another franchise I'm hoping to start this year, Prince of Persia Warrior Within, Prince of Persia The Sands of Time, Ark the Lad Twilight of the Spirits, again I already had one of these, love this game, can't recommend it enough. Forgotten Realms Demon Stone, Daemon Summoner, my pride and joy of this year, Drac in the Ancient Gates, the NTSC version. Yes, I did say this year again, I meant last year. Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, the Platinum version, The Legend of Spyro New Beginning, Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc, Rayman M, and finally Need for Speed Carbon. So I only actually bought 5 PS2 games with my first 6 months on this channel, making a total of 18 PlayStation 2 games bought last year. So the winner once again is the PC. So in my first 6 months I added 9 PC games to the collection, and in my last 6 months I added 20 PC games to the collection, so we'll flick through those quickly. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, The Sims Double Deluxe, Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed, Tales of Monkey Island, Tomb Raider Chronicles, The Shivering Isles expansion pack for Oblivion, Return to Ravenhurst, Prime Suspects, Shadow Lake, Escape from Ravenhurst, 13th Skull, Diagrove Sacred Grove, Tomb Raider The Greatest Raids, which has Tomb Raider, Tomb Raider 2, Tomb Raider 3, and Tomb Raider The Last Revelation, Broken Hour, and Fates Carnival. So you may note I only showed you 16 PC games there, rather than 20. That's because 4 of them have been passed on, sold on to CEX, that kind of thing. So I did buy them this year, but they're not still in the collection. Now, I feel like PC is my number one because I'm not actually a PC player, but because I was doing the Mystery Case Files series, as 8 of those PC games were Mystery Case Files games, so that would explain why it's higher on my list. So like I say, at 9 PC games for my first 6 months and 20 PC games on my last 6 months makes a total of 29 PC games I bought last year. Surprisingly, it's come first both times. So yeah, very shocked when I look at it like that. I genuinely thought the PlayStation 2 would come in first. But that's it, that is all the games I have physically bought over the last 6 months on this channel. 138 games bought in the year. My battery's low on my phone, so that's why the flash has just died. Thank God we are doing the outro. Do you know how many games you purchased this year? Please let me know. So thank you very much for watching. And until next time, bye Embers.